Hey guys, what's going on? Tonight from HelloFresh, we will be making the pan-roasted chicken with Dijon mushroom sauce and Israeli couscous. As always, I'm going to go through what came in the package from HelloFresh for this meal, and also go through the utensils that you will need to actually prep and cook the meal. And then we're going to go step by step through each process to actually make the meal. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so this meal from HelloFresh, the pan-roasted chicken with the Dijon mushroom sauce and Israeli couscous, came with two skinless chicken breasts from Murray. We're actually going to add one more step to this, which I find it very helpful for the cooking, and also it just tastes better in my opinion. We're going to tenderize the chicken because this is pretty thick. We're going to go through that and you'll see. So we'll go through that after this. It also came with, give me a second, got some arugula. We have some white mushrooms. We have Dijon mustard. One really small lemon. 2 cloves of garlic. You have 2 ounces of sour cream. We have chicken stock. And it's reduced sodium, so that's always good. Last but not least, we have a ½ cup of whole wheat couscous. That's what's in tonight's meal lineup for the packaging. Alright, so next we're going to go through the utensils you need to actually prep and cook the meal. For tonight's meal, you will need 1 knife, preferably chef's. Just zoom out a little bit. There we go. You will need salt and pepper. You'll need aluminum foil. There we go. Aluminum foil. You will need a strainer, which will make it easier. You don't have to have a strainer, but it helps a lot. You'll need 1 mixing bowl. I'm running out of room already. You'll need 1 baking sheet or pan. You'll also need, which I forgot to take out, some extra virgin olive oil. You'll need optional, these 2 last ones are optional. You'll need a tenderizer and some saran wrap. This will, again, this is not part of HelloFresh's meal. This is my alteration a little bit. It's an optional. It'll make the chicken much thinner and it will cook better, and it's just all around much easier to cook with. But that's an optional feature. If you want to use this, I'm going to put it into the steps. Of course, you do not have to, but this is what I will be adding to this meal. All right. First step is we're going to boil a medium pot of water with some salt and set the oven for 350, as well as clean all produce. So let me do that and I'll be right back and we'll get to work. Okay, so what I did so far is clean the produce and put the oven on 350 and put some water, salted, to boil in a medium pan. Right now we're going to cut or thinly slice the mushrooms and the garlic. I don't do the mushrooms since they came sliced already. So let's skip the step. I'm going to sharpen the knife. And we're going to go start cutting. We're supposed to be thinly sliced, so we'll thinly slice as much as possible. See if we zoom in a little bit better. There we go. And just keep on cutting it. Now it might be easier do it this way, because you'll see. It stays in place. Keep on cutting it slowly. Watch your fingers. Remember, we're going to add one more step to this. Well, I am. You can do it optionally if you want. It will pay off dividends for the meal. So, we're going to tenderize the chicken, make it a little thinner, easier to cook with, and cooks better and faster. In my opinion, of course. Some will agree, some will not. If you don't like it thin, all good. You don't have to do it thin. I happen to like it thin. And these things are so thick, you'll see in a second. You'll see in a couple of minutes. Oops, this one. It's so thin, they go all over the place. There we go, all nice and thin. Next step is we're going to pound the chicken. So, give me a second to set up, and we're going to pound chicken. Okay, so here we go with the two skinless, boneless chicken. What I did also, there was some fat I cut off. That's optional. You do not have to if you don't want to. I did. But tenderizing is very simple. You take a piece of saran wrap, approximately 8 long. You just cover it completely. If you want to move them closer, you can move them closer. Doesn't matter. They're not gonna mind, I assure you. Also before that, you want to clean it under water, rinse it out, and then dry it, pat it dry as well. So you can take your tenderizer, very simply, just pound the chicken. This also helps if you've had a tough day at work. Get your frustration out on the chicken. So it's already dead. Alright, bad joke, but just do it nicely. You don't have to slam it, just do it moderately. On the thicker pieces, like on this side, maybe a little bit more force. And the incisions it makes into the chicken, because you're using the spiky side, really helps it to cook better. Well, I think it does. There's no scientific proof on that, but I believe it does. So now you do one's done, you do the other one. I mean, you can see how thick these are. I mean, it's like a ½ inch thick. You won't get razor thin, but it'll be better. Like I said, moderate pressure, nothing that crazy. And that's it. Easy peasy. So let's get over to the pan. Let's go ready to cook it. I just put the pan on so it's warming up. And we're supposed to salt and pepper each side. So you can see it's a little bit, this is better than the other one, but I might hit it a few more times than that one. So like I said, these are really thick. Normally that this thick. The thicker it is, the longer it takes to cook. There we go. I feel better now. So we're going to get some salt, we're going to set and pepper on both sides. And then we're going to jump over to the pan and cook it for a little bit, then pop it in the oven. There we go. One, we'll get pepper. As I always tell you, try to push it in so it really gets in there. And since it's tenderized, it'll actually get in there nicely now. Flip it over. And do it all over. Add the salt. Just a half a turn as you go through. Nothing major. And the pepper. There we go. Push that in, like you did on the other side. Let's go over and cook it now. Alright, so we got two pans here. We're a pot in a pan. The couscous goes in there. I'm going to cook the chicken here. Let's set the chicken up first, and then we're going to jump over to couscous. Some oil. It's already hot, so it should spread nice and easily. We're going to do 2 or 3 minutes aside, so it's not going to be a lot. And then we're going to put it in the oven. Over the heat. Here goes 1. Here's 2. There we go, beautiful. As well, we're going to put the couscous. You see that? There we go. For 8 to 9 minutes in the pot. Alright, there we go. Zoom in on the chicken, so that's a little cooking for now. We have about 2.5 minutes left, and we're going to flip. Alright, getting ready to flip it. Looking pretty good. Got time. Beautiful. Beautiful. It smells amazing. About 3 minutes, and it's going to go into the oven for another 11. Alright, so we're now going to put this in the oven, very simply. Move this over. Cut the heat first because you're going to burn your hands if you don't. You're going to take a baking sheet or a baking pan, whatever you like to call it. I would recommend, just in case, spraying with a little, this is a Smart Balance, but any non-stick cooking spray. Can't hurt. You take them out here, flip them again. They look beautiful. And we're going to stick them in the oven between 10 and 11 minutes until when you put a knife in, it comes out clear. So let's put that in there and get on to the next step. Couscous will be ready in 4 minutes as well. Take a look at the couscous. It's coasting along, doing well. Alright, let's get to the next step and proceed. Alright, so now we got the chicken cooking. Very simply, we're going to put some more oil in, and we're going to cook the garlic and the mushrooms. There we go. Put the heat back in. On, not in. Get that all nice and hot. We're going to add the garlic and cook it until fragrant. There we go. Hit it a few times. Make sure it all comes out. Cut it to medium heat. Take your spoon. Cook until fragrant. Now you don't clean this out because it doesn't tell you to. I guess they want the fond from the chicken. Shake it a little bit. Now I'm going to add the mushrooms. And we're going to do this for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then once done, salt and pepper, and the couscous will be ready in about 30 seconds. Toss it, get it all nice and coated. Move it around a little bit. Anything on the sides, pull into the center. Smells delicious. That cooked for 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to jump on the couscous. Let's look at the couscous. That looks beautiful. Alright, so we're going to drain the couscous. Be right back. Alright, we're getting ready to drain the couscous now. Take a strainer, pour the couscous right over it. Very simple. Just put it on top, let it drain a little bit more. And we're going to go back to the mushrooms. Alright, mushroom just about ready. Looking pretty good here. Just cut the heat. And we're going to go and make the sauce. Don't forget to add salt and pepper. Doing a couple tosses. And that's all ready. Let it sit for a little bit because we have to make the sauce now. There we go. Delicious. Alright, let's make the sauce. With the flame on simmer, we add the water and the stock concentrate. Mix it together. Anything on the sides, push into the center as always. Gives about 2 to 3 minutes. Go check the chicken, see if that's ready. Go for 2 more minutes. Not 2 minutes, about a minute left. Boiling nicely, we're on a simmer, remember that? Up deck, we're going to put the sour cream and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So I'm just going to open this up. Looking pretty good. About a minute left. Alright, so we're going to get a teaspoon of the Dijon mustard. And we're going to put the sour cream in. Cut the heat. Let's throw the first one in first. Because there's two packages. Yeah, I know how it sounds. And then we'll put the second one in right after. See how it's coming up nicely? Sour cream in the Dijon is used as a thickening agent. There's the first one. Here comes the second one. Oops. Sometimes it doesn't come all out. There we go. Make sure it's all smoothing. Once it's all the bits of the sour cream and the Dijon are mixed together. You want it all fluid. Might take a little bit. There we go. So that's it. Let's go check on the chicken and make the salad. Okay, so here's the chicken. I'm gonna cut it and see how it's doing. Let me get a fork. All clear liquid, as you can see. It's white inside. It's perfect. So that rests for about 5 minutes. In the interim, we're going to we're gonna make the salad. Alright, so let's get a bowl. And half the lemon. First roll it. There you go. Half the lemon. Toast your regular, which as always you want to clean prior to use. Go, we'll zoom in. I'm going to squeeze a lemon. Make sure the seeds do not fall in, That's why we try to hold this way, but sometimes they do escape, especially when there's a lot of seeds in one. See, there's a lot of seeds in this one. If you like a lot of lemon, you can use the other one. You can also try to take the seeds out prior. Sometimes you can see them, sometimes you can't. I happen to like lemon a lot. Cleans the palate. It's good for your stomach too. Aids in digestion, actually. There we go. Then we're going to take some olive oil. A large heaping pour of olive oil, it says. Just a good amount. Salt and pepper, always. Mix that together. Let's plate the dish. Oops. For the chicken part, you cut at an angle, very simply, like this, because we're supposed to serve this on a bed of the couscous. You can slice it as thin or as thick as you like. This says thin, so I'm going to cut it as thin as possible. Well, not as thin as possible, but use my best judgment, like little chicken strips, I guess you would say. Very good. Alright, now I'm going to take the dish. Oops. Alright, so we're going to take some couscous. Supposed to lay it like a bed, so that's what I'm trying to do. Take a chicken. Take your sauce. Some of your mushrooms. Some sauce. Salad. And there you go. There is tonight's meal from HelloFresh and cookingwithadam.com. Pan roasted chicken with Dijon mushroom sauce and Israeli couscous. Zoom in on that. There we go. Here's theirs. Here's mine. Pretty good. Hope you enjoyed this meal. Link below for more information at our website, or my website, cookingwithadam.com. Stay tuned for the next meal in a couple days. Any questions, comments, leave below, message me, get me on cookingwithadam.com, Facebook. All the links are listed below as well. Until next time, bon appetit.